Birganj has been one of the hotspots for COVID-19 in the country in recent days, as 2 more deaths were confirmed in the city yesterday. Another death was confirmed in Dharan yesterday evening, taking the total number of deaths in the country to 52. More tragedy has hit the country as at least 12 people have died in rain-induced disasters in Kalikot and Pachthar districts. Good morning, I'm Sarah Sapsanama and these are the headlines of the hour. The death toll due to COVID-19 in Nepal climbs to 52, with 3 more deaths confirmed yesterday. Number of confirmed cases reaches 19,273 with 210 new cases. At least 12 people dead in rain-induced disasters in the country. Most settlements in Kailali inundated due to incessant rainfall. The U.S. set to withdraw almost 12,000 troops from Germany in what it described as a strategic repositioning of its forces in Europe. And Cagliari upset Serie A champions Juventus with an easy 2-0 win. Gagliano and Simeone on the score sheet. Three more deaths due to COVID-19 was confirmed yesterday evening. 2 people succumbed to the virus in Birganj, Parsa, while a person died in Dharan, Sunsari. A 68-year-old infected man died in COVID hospital in Birganj while undergoing treatment. Likewise, a 71-year-old man who was suffering from kidney ailment and diarrhea died in National Medical College in Birganj. The man was later confirmed with the virus. Meanwhile, a 45-year-old man from Morang died due to COVID-19 while undergoing treatment in an isolation ward at BP Koirala Institute of Health Sciences in Dharan yesterday evening. According to the institute's spokesperson Nidesh Sapkota, the man who was in critical condition was referred by Corona Hospital in Biratnagar yesterday afternoon and later died at the institute. With the addition of the 3 confirmed deaths, the death toll in the country has climbed to 52. Meanwhile, the number of coronavirus cases in Nepal has climbed to 19,273 as 210 new cases were reported yesterday. This includes 5,360 active coronavirus cases. 14 cases were reported from Kathmandu district alone. Speaking at the daily press briefing of the Health Ministry yesterday afternoon, spokesperson Dr. Jageshwar Gautam informed that 6,037 coronavirus tests through the PCR method were carried out yesterday. This takes the total number of tests in the country to 351,344. 144 individuals registered full recovery yesterday, taking the total number of recoveries to 14,021. 14,471 are in various quarantine centers across the country at the moment. Now, at least 12 people have lost their lives due to rain-induced disasters in the country. 11 people have died in a landslide in Kalikot. The deceased have been identified as Ganga Bahadur Buddha and 6 members of his family who were from Malkot Baga, Narharinath rural municipality. Likewise, Bale Buddha and his wife from the same rural municipality died in the landslide. Meanwhile, a person in Pachthar died after being swept away by a river on Tuesday. The body of Jagannath Subedi of Fidi municipality was recovered yesterday. 2 children have also died in Ramri Kotbara of Mahabai village municipality after their house collapsed due to landslide. The water level of Mahakali River has reached its maximum level this year. That has increased the risk of in-settlements at the banks of the river. With the increase in the water level, the Indian administration has opened all the gates of the Sharada barrage that has raised the water level at the Nepalese side. The increase in the water level has increased risk in the infrastructure of the Mahakali River at Nepal side. The local administration has urged the public residing next to the banks of Mahakali River to remain alert as the water has continued to rise. Meanwhile, most of the areas in Dhangadi sub-metropolis have been inundated due to improper water outlets. Tikapur, Bhajani, Lamki Chuha of Kailali district and the southern area of Kanchanpur are underwater. Nepal Rashtra Bank has introduced a mandatory policy that will bind commercial banks operated by same business group to merge with each other. With this new provision, 9 commercial banks, except for 3 commercial banks with government investment, will be bound to merge with one another. Last year, the central bank had come up with a policy to provide encouragement to banks and financial institutions operated by the same family or business houses. However, this year, the central bank amended the policy and issued a circular last Monday that would force such banks and financial institutions to merge with one another, citing that promoters of such banks have been influencing in loan approvals. With the new policy, NIC Asia Bank and NMB Bank, promoted by Vishal Group and Shanghai Group, have to merge with each other. Likewise, NB Group has share investment in NCC Bank and Nepal Bangladesh Bank. Ketan Group is one of the major shareholders in Himalayan Bank and Lakshmi Bank. Likewise, chairman of the Nepal Investment Bank, Prithvi Bahadur Pandey, is a major shareholder in Himalayan Bank. Pratap Jung Pandey also has investment in Civil Bank and Citizens Bank. According to bankers, the merger of bankers having promoters of the same business group would reduce the operating costs of the bank and financial groups. With the merger of three major commercial banks, Himalayan Bank, Investment Bank and Lakshmi Bank, a new bank will be set up with a capital of almost 33 billion rupees. However, this new mandatory policy will not be implemented for three banks with government investment, which are Nepal Bank, Rashtriya Banijya Bank and Agriculture Development Bank. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked locals in Viratnagar what is the reason behind the negligence in following the health measures despite the community spread of coronavirus. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
जनचेतना पनि अलिकति कमी भएको हुनाले हैन अब अनि पुलिस प्रशासनहरुले पनि अलि कडाई नगरेको हुनाले
कोरोना भन्दा पनि भोकमारी ठुलो भयो नि भने यिनै कारणहरु हुन् कोरोना संक्रमण भन्नु
बुलिहाल्छ मान्छेले काममा निस्किदा नि सिकाउनु पर्ने अनि चोटी चोटी भन्नु पर्ने कि यसरी सावधानी राख्नु
आफुलाई परेको छैन अनि आफुलाई परिसकेपछि कष्टहरु दुःखहरु हुन्छ त्यतिबेला मात्र हामीले चेतने गरिरहेका छौं
जनचेतना जगाउनु पर्छ त्यसको लागि कमी छ
विराटनगरमा यसै पनि धुवा धुलो छ मान्छेले चाहिँ यो कोरोना एगेन्स्टमा रेसिस्टेन्स पाइसक्यो हामीलाई त लाग्दैन भन्ने जस्तो कुरा गरिरहेको छ
Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
The question is, what's your say on holding meetings of political parties and organizations at the Prime Minister's official residence? Your options are A, continuity of trend, B, misuse of resource, and C, arrogance of power. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Time now for the sports update. Now, hockey in Nepal was once as popular as cricket these days. However, hockey is currently fighting for its existence in the country. When cricket was in its initial stage in the country 4 decades back, hockey was very popular. Current cricket coach of the national cricket team, Jagat Tamata, had participated in the 7th South Asian Games held in Madarasa, India, as a member of the national hockey team. According to Tamata, Nepal could have been a strong contender of claiming a medal in the Asian Championship if the sport had gone in the right direction. Hockey did not even find a place in the 13th Asian Games held in Nepal in December last year. The sport was included for the first time in the 2nd National Games. Likewise, the Nepalese hockey team participated in an international tournament for the first time in Thailand 35 years back. Former hockey players claim that the sport is currently in dire straits due to political interference and inactiveness of the Hockey Association. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a great day ahead.